Hey everybody!
I'm Adam.
I'm Sam.
And I'm Will, and we are
Working Title!
Go!
Alrighty, y'all. We're about to watch the 7th episode of Season 2 of The Mandalorian. All we see right now is called Chapter 15.
Chapter 15.
You probably know what the title is. We don't.
Not today.
Last episode was the tragedy. Lil Grogu got taken away, and what is it? The Razor Crest
Got kablooey.
got kablooey.
Yeah, and we got Boba Fett chilling with Fennec Shan,
Yeah.
and the two of them are going to be joining the Mando to save Grogu,
Oh,
and they're going to be assembling... What?
We don't have our Star Wars
I'm sorry,
put in
R2.
place. Is this a nutcracker?
Yeah.
I say that every time.
The Mando is assembling the Avengers.
oh, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
So we're going to be seeing Mayfield.
Mayfield. Bill Burr.
Bill Burr!
And Cara Dune's also joining, and then we don't know if anyone else is going to be joining in, but we might be seeing that in this episode.
Hopefully.
Before we get started, guys, if you like these videos, make sure you leave a like, hit the subscription button. We're going to be doing a lot of more Star Wars content in the near future. We're going to be doing a lot of Marvel content in the future, and a lot of other shows that aren't associated with either. But if you want to see that, you have to stay tuned, so make sure you hit those buttons.
Guys, it's not a market substitute. If you have not watched the most recent episode of The Mandalorian, go on Disney Plus, watch it, enjoy it, then come back to this channel and watch our reaction, baby. And guess what? We're gonna punch it. Punch it! Ah!
I'm excited for this.
My brain collapses every time we start. What?
Whoa.
What? Where are we?
Scrapyard. That's a walker.
Yeah,
Kinda.
They're like,
Yeah. The Scrapper Walker.
IG?
Whoa. It
no.
looks like a K2SO.
Yeah, so that's what I was gonna say.
Bill Burr.
Oh,
34667. What?
I love him.
What?
Yes.
Inmate 34667. Please salute Marshal Dune.
Yes, they're not even gonna break him out. She's just
Okay.
gonna pull him.
Hello?
He's wearing like a
There's yes.
Slave one.
he's wearing like a Carhartt sweater or a jacket.
I don't think that's so hard to ask, do you?
Oh, he cleaned the armor
I
up.
love it.
Nice.
He looks so
This other guy.
I thought you were this other guy.
And there's
You
the
mean
other
that guy? Oh, shit.
Wow. Boba looks really good.
I like the matte look of his armor, you know?
Yeah.
Hey, that was a long time ago, alright? But you still know your Imperial clearances and protocols, don't you?
Oh, they are gonna hate each other just because of. Yeah, I love it. This ragtag crew, baby.
I mean, hey, if there's any group to be in the Redemption Squad with, it's these guys. You got two, honestly, it's 3 Imperials. Right? Fennec, Boba, technically. He worked for them.
You mentioned his number. Do you remember?
3466?
Yeah, do you remember the believer? Do you remember Grogu's experiment number?
No.
He was the scientist called him X6911.
This reminds me of the place where they find Maul.
I like his fit.
The jungle planet.
Yeah.
It's a secret Imperial mining hub, okay? If you can get me in there, I can get you the coordinates.
Mining. I feel like this might be a trap.
So they're like in the belly of the ship or something?
Yeah.
Wow. We've never like really seen the interiors.
I did an initial scan of the guy.
Looks so cool.
Highly volatile and explosive.
Yeah. Kinda like this one, huh?
Oh boy.
I love him. He's so great.
I think this is the stuff they're using to make the Dark Troopers.
Well, we know the Dark Troopers are robots now, so I don't think they're using anything really.
Looks like Endor.
Well, because these remnant bases are set up and run by ex-ISB. If you get scanned and your genetic signature shows up on any new Republic register,
You sure you know a lot about
ISB
the
is like-
Yeah, Agent
if you want
Callus.
to accuse me of something, Fennec will go.
No, I'm wanted by the ISB. I'll trip the alarm too.
Okay? Let's just say they might recognize my face.
No way.
But I don't think I can explain away a guy in a Mando suit to Imperial guards.
He's gonna take it
So
off?
unless you're gonna take off that helmet or say goodbye to your little green friend. You're not going alone.
Stop, really?
I'm coming with you.
Is he really gonna take it
Wow,
off?
he's gonna do it?
But I won't be showing my face.
Oh, okay, so I mean, you can
He'll
find
put on
a
different helmet.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's a good. Yeah, that's a good call.
Also,
This looks like the things from Revenge of the Sith.
Also, Moff Gideon was an ISB agent. They said that in the beginning.
Yeah, it's true. For Mandalore, right?
Yeah.
Or ISB agent on Mandalore.
She is such a tank.
She loves to punch helmets.
She's got the guns for it. That is so cool.
Oh my god.
Looks like something out of Gears of War.
This guy
Loves
reeks.
is still wet.
Ugh.
We got you.
She's so hot.
Take care of this.
She is.
Safe.
There we go.
Are these like the beach troopers? They kind of look like it.
Yeah.
But they're like
Oh yeah, beach.
they're like a hybrid of the beach trooper with the mud troopers. And this planet looks like the Rise of Skywalker agent McClaw's planet.
This guy loves to poke the bear.
Come on, man. You still get to wear a helmet, right?
Come on, man.
I don't know how you people wear those things. And by you people, I do mean Mandalorians.
And by you people.
Why does it look like he's not even in the body armor? It looks like he's just like left a
Oh, I
fake
think
body.
I know the vehicles that you're talking about. In the third Star Wars movie.
Yeah,
Revenge
the
of
ones on
Sith.
Kashyyyk
Yeah,
that like tumble over.
Yeah. Also, kind of looks like the Mass Effect rover. What is
The
that
mark,
thing?
whatever.
Yeah.
And something out of
I
Gears.
don't know. Mock.
We're in.
I just love that Boba Fett's still in this show.
So what is Boba Fett doing right now?
They're
just
They're
reconnaissance.
scouts.
well, they're also waiting. They're gonna take out the gunman.
Silence off.
They're gonna get attacked by locals.
Yeah.
Or they
What's
took the
up with
land.
all this? But what would the locals look like?
Oh, it blows up.
Why do I
They
know
said it's very
Rhydonium?
explosive.
What is that from?
I don't remember right now.
Rhydonium.
Oh,
I think.
going to a
Oh,
checkpoint.
it's the stuff that that Gregor gets blown
Oh,
up
no,
by.
checkpoint.
Yeah.
That they try to blow up the council in that droids episode.
Empire, New Republic. It's all the same to these people. Invaders on their land is all we are.
True.
I'm just saying, somewhere, someone in this galaxy is ruling and others are being ruled. Look, if you were born on Mandalore, you believe one thing. If you were born on Alderaan, you believe something else. But guess what? Neither one of them exist anymore.
Damn. It's true.
Hey, I'm just a realist.
Gosh, I'm scared he's just
I'm a
gonna like
survivor,
fight
just like
him.
you.
Yeah.
As far as I'm concerned, if you can make it through your day and still sleep at night, you're doing better than most.
That's true.
I like it.
Yeah, I like it.
What was that?
Maybe slow down.
I was about to say
Right.
dinosaurs. Nope.
That's a big explosion. Copyright. No!
I just feel like a T-Rex is just gonna come and plow them over. Gosh, what the heck?
They're getting gunned down.
Is it not
Oh,
the
boy.
Rhydonium, or is it just like
that,
what?
That was
there was
laser
blasters,
fire.
yeah.
Blaster fire.
Whoa, skiffs.
Wait, those look like.
Pirates. Keep driving.
Are those replays?
Whoa,
They look,
what?
They look like
They look like Size 18. They have those like
Yeah.
things coming down.
Well, he's trying to throw in thermal.
Ah! Shoot
Those
him!
guys look cool.
Gosh dang.
No, he's the Jedi Master. What's the Jedi Master with the freaking two horns on the side?
As I said, it looks like Size 18.
Oh yeah.
Trying to blow the Rhydonium.
True. At least you get 3
Oh,
meals a
boy.
day.
Let's go.
Whoa. I think they're a new species. They look so cool.
Yeah. Oh.
Really?
Throw it! Oh! Yeah.
Oh.
You can't just take bullets in this armor, Mando. Oh! You gotta
Get
find
that
new ways.
bastard off. Spirit. Nice shot.
Sick.
Let's go.
Grey Worm.
Take them. Pick it up. Drive faster.
I love Grey Worm.
Yeah, I really don't know what species they are.
Oh, friendly fire.
Help me!
Dude, he's doing a great job.
Yeah, and that armor has to be
Honestly,
a lot to move in.
these guys aren't doing bad either.
Oh boy, we might lose a helmet. So he's gonna have to ditch that part of the truck.
No, don't kill Bill Burr.
Attach it.
Throw it.
Or that. Oh.
That was a close one. That was really close.
I really like how this planet looks. We haven't really had a jungle planet since like Yavin.
More of these guys.
Reinforcements. Oh, they're just gonna start throwing stuff. They're suicide bombers.
Like a grunt. Just start attaching all the plasma grenades to yourself. Wow.
What are you gonna do?
What is he gonna do?
TIE fighters. Empire.
Oh, they're gonna save them. Yeah. Yeah. Now put on your helmet, Bill Burr. Oh my gosh, it looks so good.
Yeah.
You see the like the
You're right.
smoke?
Those are short troopers or beach, whatever.
Beach troopers, yeah. I love how this place looks. They got bunker too.
That's like an old beat up facility. You can see like the
This is
barring in the concrete.
easily my favorite planet so far.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Salute the troops, bro.
I'd be happy to see stormtroopers.
It's really funny because it's like, how are you ever really gonna know who's like a fake trooper or not?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They have codes, I think, but like, how often are you gonna like question another trooper? Are you a real trooper?
You're like an ISB
Dude.
agent who would regularly.
This looks a lot like Rogue One in its like aesthetic. They do like dark look,
Dude, they're getting cheered by the Empire.
or even like how Solo, the whole first half of the movie was like very grimy.
Yeah.
Is he gonna recognize him?
Oh shit.
I used to surf on them.
Will he recognize you?
I don't know.
Let's just do this quick.
Put your helmet back
Get out of
on.
here.
I think he
I
lost
can't
it.
do it. Okay, we have to report. I'm sorry.
So you're gonna take it off in front of everybody?
No way. Well, wouldn't have to recognize your
He'll have to
face?
kill everybody in the room. Gosh, try acting more sketchy.
He's clearly suspicious of him.
Yeah, you would do terrible at Splinter Cell.
No.
So how will it recognize?
Oh my gosh. Oh
He
my
did
gosh.
it! Oh my gosh, he did it!
Oberyn.
Oh!
Oberyn.
Yes!
Put your helmet on.
How will it recognize his face though?
They probably just need to see that he's not,
A droid or something.
or not like somebody that they're looking
Check for not being a robot.
or check for not being a criminal, or check for not being a Republic.
Yeah.
Trooper.
Pick all the
looks like-
pictures that have school buses on them.
This guy looks like the guy who plays the Night King from season 5.
Hey, trooper.
It is! It's
Yeah.
the Hard Home Night King, Adam.
Really?
Your favorite guy.
Really?
Security addresses you.
Wow.
What's your designation?
Oh,
Transport crew.
Dude, we can hear his voice though.
What? What's your name, officer?
We just call them brown eyes. Come on, let's go fill out those TPS reports. We go to trucks and power cord.
Not dismissed.
Dude, good call, the Night King guy. Yeah, you're right.
Okay.
You get a raise.
Come with me.
Oh no.
Let's get a drink.
Yeah!
Brown eyes.
This is great. This is great though, because it's like Bill Burr is the one who gets to see him before anyone else. It's actually going to be a cool bonding
We're
moment.
gonna have to take out those.
How about a toast to Operation Cinder?
That's
Now
from
there's a man. who
Battlefront
knows his
2.
history.
Yes, sir.
No, I don't just know it. I lived it.
I had to make many unpleasant decisions.
Oh boy.
Yes, you did. Entire city gone in moments, along with everybody in it. Man, it was like 10,000 people.
Yep. All heroes of the Empire.
Yeah.
Well, it's a small sacrifice for the greater good.
Look at him, he's like, can you not do this?
Depends on who you ask, don't you think?
Is this why Bill Burr left them?
What you getting at, trooper?
Probably.
Holy
What was
crap.
people? The ones who died?
Oh my gosh.
Was it good for them?
Oh my
Their
gosh.
families? The guys I served with? Civilians, those poor mud scuffers, died defending their homes,
Mando just got a new best friend.
fighting for freedom.
Oh, crap. Oh, gosh.
But we've outlasted them, son. They're eating themselves alive.
This guy's so
The
dead.
New Republic is just gonna make burning Khan just pale by comparison.
Holy crap.
Then they're gonna turn to us once again. Everybody thinks they want
Do
freedom.
something.
But what they really want is order.
New order. First order? This is creepy.
Oh, I'd love it and hate it at the same time.
To the Empire.
Holy crap.
Music.
He couldn't help it. He had to do it. I respect it. Let's go.
Oh my
Come on, Bill Burr.
Let's go.
Oh my gosh.
Make it out of this, please. We got a buddy system.
Here we have to do.
Put your helmet on, bro.
I never saw your face.
I love it.
So let's
Yes! Yes! He is a good
Block the
man.
mic, sorry.
He is a good man.
You can't take bullets, you gotta go. You don't got your suit. Okay.
Water. They can
They can't, I don't think they can
Damn.
survive that.
They can clear it.
Oh, I love how that looks.
That's awesome!
Start your run.
Boba!
My way.
Come on, Boba!
Oh my way.
I want to hear that.
Yes! Yes!
Please!
Yes!
We've been waiting for this since like 2003 or 2002.
Yeah.
Do you hear this music?
Yes.
Take him out!
What are they
Oh,
gonna
no,
do?
he's just picking him up.
He might blow it up on the way out.
Maybe that cycler rifle.
Take him out.
Oh. One
gonna
shot.
blow the place up.
Pop him.
Blow it all
Hit the
up.
rodeo.
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
There you go.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
You don't need to sleep at night.
I
Dude,
appreciate it.
this is a good episode.
Yes, it is.
Best character. Let's go.
Yeah. Wow. Seismic charges? Yeah.
Come on! We want it!
Oh my god! Let's go! Yes, 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 yes! Holy shit.
It's been a long time.
Oh my god, yes!
Thank you for helping.
Yeah. Good luck getting your kid back.
Join us.
Yeah,
Stay.
come on, man.
All right, officer.
Join the rebellion.
Take me back.
Come on, he's such a cool character.
Wait.
There was some nice shooting back there.
Oh, you saw that?
You know, it's too bad Mayfield didn't make it out alive back there.
What?
Yeah. Too bad.
I think they're kidding.
What are you talking about?
He died.
Looked to me like prisoner number 34667 died in the refinery explosion on Morak.
Does that mean I can go? What?
They're waiting.
Just well.
Just go.
No, stay with them, dude. Come on. Oh. Thank you, Bill Burr.
Thank you.
Mayfield.
Thank you, Disney.
Yeah. Alright.
Dave Filoni and
Oh
Yeah.
gosh, I totally forgot about Baby Yoda as a character.
Grogu.
Oh my gosh.
Moff Gideon. You have something I want. You may think you have some idea of what you are in possession of, but you do not. He will be back with me.
That's right.
He means more to me
Than you could ever know.
than you will ever know.
Yes. It's so good. Uno reverse, boy. Oh, Rick.
Ah,
Thank you, Rick. You did great.
thank you, Rick.
Holy moly. That was a really good episode, guys.
Yeah, it was.
Amazing.
Alright, guys. That was episode 15.
The Believer.
The Believer. Or I guess chapter 15. The Believer.
Episode 7.
Episode 7. Yeah. It wasn't my favorite episode, but I think it had my favorite moment this season. I think this episode had my favorite scene, or like the best scene so far in the show in terms of like intensity. Like the tension between Bill Burr and the guy was like so incredible.
In tandem with that, one of our friends texted me and said that like he thinks that was like the best single acting performance of this whole series so far was from Bill Burr.
Yeah,
and I agree 1,000%.
I do too. He stole the show. He killed it.
Yeah, he killed it, but he also made it feel so genuine and real for his like. I mean, from the beginning, like just talking about like when he's in the car with Mando and or the transport with Mando, and he's talking about like just how people are kind of just born into whatever side they're on, whether they're Empire, Mandalorian, Republic, Rebellion, whatever they are, they're kind of just born into it, and they kind of just. Unless taught otherwise, they're just fed into the pipeline of whatever their belief is. Yeah. And, I mean, it kind of shows for him and his background, like, he was in the Empire, and then if you've played Battlefront 2, you know what, like, he was talking about with Operation Cinder, and just how that went that went horribly. Yeah. And, he lost his whole division of people who were... regular troopers who had families who, like, they're not the big bad Moff Gideon or the Emperor himself or Tarkin or anybody like that. They're just a regular guy who's, like, fighting in the army. He made that hit home, and he hit it out the park with his performance on it. So, I love it. That was awesome.
Now, have you played Battlefront 2? Now, for you and for anyone who doesn't know, like, Operation Cinder, you play as this character named Iden Versio in the game, and she is, like, from an elite group of TIE fighter pilots who get to see the Battle of Endor go bad for her team because she's for the Empire, and then later in the game, you get to go to, like, the Imperial, like, a planet that's occupied by, like, all the Imperials, and I don't remember the reason that they actually do it. I think it's because there's sensitive information on the planet or something. I don't know what the reason is, but literally, like, the Empire literally, like, turns on their own people and just glasses the planet. And, like, they have all these, like, lasers just pointing at the planet and just letting it, like, disintegrate and crumble slowly. So, not to say it's worse than the Death Star, but it's, like, a slower death. And it's a big build-up as opposed to the Death Star that's just like gone in a second, where Operation Cinder was more of like a slow burner as people were like suffering. Because I could understand like Bill Burr when he was like, oh, like all the families you killed and all my close friends you murdered, and all because it's for the glory of the Empire. Like I was like, oh gosh, this is not gonna go well at all. I felt bad. Like I'm not. It's funny because I said I thought the Empire was sympathetic in this episode. I guess how I should say that is like they make it seem like, oh yeah, you forget that they're people at the end of the day. That just like you said, they're born into the side that they were indoctrinated in. They're all cheering for like the war heroes because they got the stuff over to their side. I always thought about this like maybe post A New Hope is a different situation, but like people before A New Hope, I could understand joining the Empire because you wouldn't really know all the bad deeds that Sidious did. You don't know about the extinction of the Jedi. As far as you're aware, there are the clones that ushered into the Empire, and they're the people who promise security. And
they brought peace to for better or worse, they brought peace to the galaxy, ending the Clone Wars.
Yeah, and there's the whole joke in the meme page of Empire did nothing wrong. Shout out, but I mean. To be fair, to some degree, up until the Death Star starts blowing up, I don't know how well known across the galaxy that was for I don't know how many people knew that the Death Star was doing that, or if it was like a secret thing. I don't know how well you can keep a secret when the planet gets eviscerated.
Well, like it was, at least the way they make it seem in the A New Hope is that the Senate still like is somewhat around. And they're trying to get them under control, like the Empire, Palpatine wants like full control of the government as a whole. So that's the reason why they blow up Alderaan, to get Princess Leia to shut up, tell us where the plans are to destroy the Death Star. But the Death Star is to control this is the ultimate, like, you and your planet and everything else don't mean anything to us. We will kill you. Listen to what we say, or else. Like, he took off his helmet.
Yeah.
Like, we saw his face, and
for a long
That's
period
great.
of time.
Yeah, no, I mean, he kept it off for... Once it was off, he kept it off till they started fighting. I mean,
Yeah.
that whole scene, really. It's cool to see how he's slowly changing because of Grogu. And it's like, at that point, it's hard to see Mando get rid of Grogu at this point or give him off to Jedi because he clearly loves and cares about him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You only make those kind of sacrifices for someone you love and care about.
Mm-hmm.
And he, he did it. I mean, you can tell he thought about it. He
He was weighing it. And
I gotta do it. I gotta do it.
Yeah.
There's no other way. And he did it. And
his fight or flight response was to just get over his own pride and theology to save the child.
Yeah. Put his beliefs aside.
Yeah. Which is, it's an interesting thing. It's also a really good, I thought it was a really good growing moment for not just him, but like, it's funny that it's Bill Burr who gets to be the one to see him. Because they both kind of exchange like personal info to each other.
Yeah.
Like Bill Burr opens up about private stuff to him, and then he, in exchange, even though it wasn't like voluntary, the fact that Bill Burr still treated it kindly afterwards and didn't make a big deal of it.
There was a respect of like, I'm never... Like, I never saw your face. I'll never still let anyone know I saw you.
I had to kill everybody in the room.
Yeah.
They saw your face.
Yeah.
That's great.
It's like that's Mando's way, or like that's something that is really important to him, and then he just spewed everything that was important to him.
Yeah.
So he's kind of respecting it.
Yeah. I mean, the chemistry in this episode is really great. I feel like it's the most chemistry we really have gotten in the show in terms of like character relation. Like I feel like if I can't really recall season 1, but like for just season 2.
He doesn't build any chemistry with any characters in season 1, except for IG-11 in the end.
Yeah.
Like after he saves them and everything.
And kind of like a friendship with Kara, but like it's
very surface level. Like there's not. I mean, at least to us, to the audience, it's surface level. There, it could be deeper in the way that they want to portray it
between them.
Yeah, but like other than just being in gunfights together, they haven't really like had like. I mean, like that's a really deep conversation to be a part of. In someone's life that if you're not close with them, you would never hear something like that.
Yeah, I don't think really Mando has anyone to, like, he was kind of buddy-buddy, but with Cobb Vanth, but it was more of, like, bad cop, good cop kind of feel. Like, it was more like just partner in crime, where this felt more like a brother that you could talk to.
Yeah.
Which Mando doesn't really have. I mean, he talks to, Grogu, but
he's a kid. I mean, like, that's like, it's like an adult talking to a child.
Yes, exactly.
Different.
There's no reception that you can really receive unless you say the name Grogu, in which the baby turns and faces him.
So I would say that's like a pet.
Yeah.
He's also teaching it a trick to use the Force.
I mean, you can teach babies, like, to develop
It's
ability.
like having an infant. That's really, which is what he is, so.
Yeah.
Okay, so what was your favorite part of this episode? Or do we all have a consensus that it was that scene with Bill Burr?
That scene?
It was that scene for me.
That's what I
There was other cool scenes.
Yeah, I like the new race that we saw. I don't know if they're a new race.
Yeah, I'm not really sure.
Yeah.
Like, it's funny, like, you were saying the skin color is kind of like Utapau's. I think Utapau's are a little bit more pastier, but, like...
And they're a lot taller, too.
They also have the lines in their face and, like, the red.
Their eyes
like
are
red.
really black.
There's, like, red highlight, I think, in there.
Structurally, they kind of reminded me of Size 18, like you guys were saying.
18, yeah.
And then they also... I don't know if you've seen this in Clone Wars yet, but, like, there's those... gosh, what's the blue species? They kind of look like monkey. Remember, Obi-Wan goes up into a tower to, like, negotiate. They're, like, slavers. They kind of have, like, bluish looks to them. And Obi-Wan literally goes and, like, plays, not chess, but, like, he stalls for on, and then he doesn't use his force powers to, like, fight the guy up in the tower.
I remember, I'm blanking on what that
I don't know if that's a good enough description, but he reminds me of those guys. But other than that, I feel like it's just a new species entirely. Mm-hmm. But it looks so Star Wars-y, so I like it.
Yeah.
A lot of times I feel like they add Star Wars creatures, like new species, and they don't really necessarily look like they fit in Star Wars. Maybe a Star Trek, but like this, they looked like Star Wars to me.
Yeah.
Speaking of looking like Star Wars, this planet looked like Aging Clouds, which is like the jungle planet from Rise of Skywalker, or Yavanish.
Looked great. It was more jungly than
Yavin Forest.
Yeah.
It looked awesome. It's really interesting too how every episode in this series has like a clear like color palette that they go for every episode. Whether it's like the fisherman like New England gray, or like the ice planet like white blue. The bog-ish type of feel with like the dark green and the dark colors for Ahsoka.
Yeah.
You know, like all that kind of stuff. And this was very like lush green, brown, and gray.
Yeah.
Life.
It was
very lifey.
Yeah.
Color palettes are really helpful for like memorizing different moments. So I think it was good on them for doing that kind of stuff. This planet definitely made me think of Jurassic Park a lot.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but like I kept on thinking to myself, a velociraptor is going to jump out and eat somebody. Except in this case, it was just pirates.
I was waiting for some giant creature.
Yeah.
There's some giant creature in the background to just like pop up. Also, you saying pirates, I was really...
Dude, you said pirates. And then I thought...
Well, they end up saying it in the thing, but in my mind, I was like, dude... Are we gonna get Hondo?
I was like, hold up, it's not happening tonight.
I'm telling you,
I would feel like somebody would have spoiled that.
I was wondering, are those guys even native of that planet? Because they didn't look anything like the humans that were in that village.
It could be a I don't know.
Multicultural.
I was gonna say multicultural. I don't know how that works for different
species.
aliens, but I think it could be like a shared planet.
Also, we got a cool look at how he would fight with the spear this episode.
Really?
Well, the way he was fighting with the baton.
True.
Well, not just how he threw it, but the whole like spinning it around, knocking people off their feet. Like that was a good teaser for what he might use when he will use the best.
Yeah.
So
yeah, somebody brought up the fact that he was technically Oberyn, and I'm pretty sure he trained to do the fight against the Mountain in Game of Thrones. So I mean, if anything, he's got the.
It's a perfect weapon for the actor. So.
I kind of wish they like carve it a little bit more. It looks like just a plain like Lego gray spear. I kind of wish they like carve like symbols into it a bit, make it a little bit more unique than what it currently is. But
also, we got the seismic charge.
Yeah,
we got the seismic charge.
Yeah,
we did.
Oh, that was
shout out to the
gosh.
Sorry, go ahead.
That might be my favorite scene.
Yeah.
That one of the best sounds on this planet.
It is a good sound.
It is so good.
I still wish they did the.
Yes, I would have liked to heard the blasters as well.
We'll get it.
I do love that it pops in space before it even hits the ship, so you still hear the break of the explosion. Yeah. That's such everything about Django's like sound effects, weaponry and like the sound effects that come with it are great. His pistols sound great. The seismic charge sounds great. Even this is for Django and Boba, but like how the Slave One sounds when it like funnels through space. It's like I don't know how to like mimic, but it sounds almost like
an engine going.
It's like a string note, but like waving. Somebody's like flopping the it's like a whammy bar. And I really like that. Well, Star Wars is always really good when it comes to sounds
in general. Yeah,
we got to see an actor that we're familiar with. Well, maybe not by his human face, but by the character he portrayed. We got the Night King from Game of Thrones, Season 5.
The best looking Night King.
Yeah,
I will fight you on that.
I recognize his face.
We have literally fought each other on
We have!
Yeah. I like all the Night Kings, but the one from Hardhome was definitely a really good looking one, and he definitely was helpful for making a very piercing look for his first debut. And I remember seeing the actor in IMDb before, so I had noticed his face when he appeared. I've never seen him in anything other than that Season 5 cameo, but he did his job.
Shout out.
Yeah, he was good. He was good at being like the creepy and like
so
the jerk. Like they all died for the glory of the Empire, you know. Like right?
Yeah. They've been casting good characters to play the Imperial characters. Like they're all really detesting.
Yeah.
If some of them are a little goofy, but like the guy who took the cyanide electric pill was pretty good.
Yeah.
And this guy.
I was about to reference that episode too. Of the dude, close the doors.
Yeah.
Close the doors.
Which one?
All of them.
I love that.
Yeah, the Empire's,
We got him, sir.
The Empire has always been like really sinister, but also goofy at the same time.
Yeah, 100%.
And also, if you watch like Rebels, like the stormtroopers are always so, and the officers for the most part are so stupid and goofy, and it's just great.
It's the new droids, because
Yeah.
the droids were perceived as that.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
We got him, sir. Oh no, something like that.
There's nothing better than a dopey Trade Federation droid.
I'm curious what is going to happen next.
Yeah.
Halfway through, okay, not halfway through. When he pulled up that hologram, for some reason, I thought the next episode is going to be called The Foundling. I don't know why. Maybe, I don't know. He's just going to keep Grogu. He's going to keep Grogu.
Yoda
and he's
from
gonna
Phantom
be his
Menace.
new foundling. That's what I'm thinking. I'm hoping for a space battle. Like, we don't know. Like, is that Moff Gideon's base? Or is he going somewhere?
I'm pretty sure he's going somewhere. They're clearly not there yet. But I mean, I think there's no way that they've been playing so much on this cruiser specifically that we don't see some type of space battle. Like, I can see that being Boba's role in this more, is he's like the pilot flying around taking out TIE fighters while the rest of the gang is going in and like rescuing Grogu. Which, I don't know if that's like a good thing or a bad thing.
That's so weird, because I'm thinking, like, what is Boba gonna do next?
I mean, I was excited for the seismic charge because it's awesome and we all love it, but also I was like, that would have been a lot cooler if he did it on the cruiser.
Cut it in half,
for the big thing.
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
it cuts the
Because we said that and it was such a cool idea.
Yeah.
But like, you just used it on two. Like, now granted, there's a lot of those.
Yeah, I guess he has
used-
to have a lot because he only used it on 2 freaking ties, which is, in my mind, a waste unless if you only have 3 of them. It feels like a
Django
waste.
used 3.
Yeah, I mean, and he used a bunch just on somebody following him. Like,
Yeah.
he
But
didn't
even
know who
that,
it was,
well,
like-
he knew it was the Jedi. So for that, I can at least accept it because there was a lot of stakes in Attack of the Clones. They didn't want him following to the planet that had all the trade,
Resources.
all like everything that they were trying to keep secret. It was also a Jedi, so you have to up the ante for getting rid of somebody who's honed to be able to take you on.
But that's what I'm saying. It makes sense dropping them on him, but like you just drop 2 on
like random blokes.
But regardless, it was cool. I'm glad it was in the episode.
Yeah.
What are you expecting? Or
I feel like this has been a pretty self-contained season. I feel like all the most crazy moments, I feel like we've probably already gotten. I feel like they would be, not that I don't think crazy things will happen in the finale, but I feel like if they want to make the season feel like a giant unit where everything fits together, they're going to have to spend a lot of time getting the gangs that they've already like associated to, as a group. So like I feel like they'll have to get Bo-Katan's story finished at least in this season. I feel like they'll have to bring Cobb Vanth into this as well. I feel like it would feel a bit weird to have him and not have him come back again. Not to say that they have to have him back. If anything, at least bring him back in season 3, if not now. I feel like Moff Gideon can't die this season. People were saying Thrawn will be the big bad guy season 3. That's not going to happen. They've already associated Moff Gideon as the big baddie for the show. I feel like he'll be with us till the end. I do think he'll lose the saber this season, though. I think Bo will get it. Either she'll get it or she'll die. Those are the 2 options. She'll either get it this season or she'll die as the loss of this season.
See, that's what I'm thinking is going to happen to Fett. That we might lose Fett because
no way.
We don't what would he possibly do after this?
Go live and be a hermit.
There's plenty of stuff they can do with Boba Fett. I feel like Disney would be really ill-advised taking that route with somebody that we've been waiting for years to bring back into like a live canon. I think for only having him back for 2 episodes just to kill him off in the 3rd would be pretty disappointing, honestly. Yeah. If they do that, do it in a good way. Make me change my mind, but I would really be disappointed.
I can't see them doing that just because there was a build-up from season 1. There's a hint of him being in it. Then season 2 is like him actually, like, I don't know. I'd rather him honestly just go and
do his own stuff.
He just, at this point, me and Fennec Shen are booed up. We're gonna go. I mean, even they're not like a couple, but it's just like we're gonna go live our life somewhere on a planet that no one knows about, where we can just be left alone forever, finally, and be safe.
Probably got enough bounty money between the 2 of them to last 3 retirement lifetimes. But Yeah, I don't think Fennec will die either. I think Fennec and Boba are probably safe for this show. I feel like people like Cobb Vanth and Bo-Katan are more at stake for losing. Do you think Bill Burr or Mayfield will show up in this next episode or not?
I'd say maybe in another season.
Next season?
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah.
I see him reoccurring in another season. I can't. I mean, just why would he at that point
Leave just to come back.
Yeah, leave just to come back. Like he'll.
I wouldn't be surprised if he just became the fan favorite character of this series right then and there.
Yeah. I mean, that was just standout performance.
Yeah.
And,
It's funny too because like I enjoy his comedy, but I wouldn't necessarily say he was like gripping in season 1.
No.
no, it was just
I'd
funny.
say like he went from like a 5 to a 10 in this episode.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just kind of hoping. At this point, we have a weapon that can fight the Darksaber. We need a Darksaber,
Yeah.
Beskar, spear, face off. And I know a lot of people are saying like Bo-Katan needs to face off with him. No, let it be Din.
Yeah, it
like,
has to be.
It's got to be Mando fighting off against Moff Gideon, and I just hope we get a little more. Like I want that. That's what I really want. I want that, and I want, or would hope to see like, just more, whether it's just a tease or whatever, but just more of info of what is happening with Grogu. Like maybe it's like we walk in on another time where that doctor is doing something to him. Maybe he's near death, type of deal. And then that's after we've defeated Moff Gideon, and then we get Grogu and we get on out of here.
Yeah.
I'm really sad to see the season almost end, honestly. Like,
Dude, it was episode 6 where I was like, we still have 2 more episodes. This season is, I think it's been running pretty well.
Yeah.
Like, just, I don't know how else to describe it. Not like it's taking forever to finish it, but I'm enjoying that it's taking this long.
And
I feel like it's going quick, honestly.
Really, for me, it's been so long and slow, and it's awesome.
yeah, I'm actually surprisingly not sad. I think only because just the other day we had the announcement of like
This other shit.
all these other things. Like now that I know, I have
There's other
comfort
Star
that there's
Wars.
other Star Wars
Yeah.
coming in at least the somewhat near future. I don't have to like be worried that now I have to wait a year for Mando, the only Star Wars thing, because there's like some cool things on the horizon for us to look forward to, and they got a game dropping, and they could always drop other stuff that they didn't announce. There's always like the thing that they can keep quiet. So I am excited, and I want them to take their time with season 3. I want season 3 to really. I feel like this season up to the ante, but I want them to up it even more. Like Adam's talking about space battles. I feel like that'll have to be a season 3 thing, only because like we have one giant cruiser. What's gonna fight it? I really don't think Slave One can handle.
True. Well,
the whole
what
thing.
if Bo has a fleet? We've only
she
seen
could.
her with 2 people.
She could have those Mandalorian fighters.
Yeah,
that
well,
we
she
see.
has some loyalists.
Cool.
Yeah,
or something.
and that would be pretty dope. That could be the actual star fight that we get, if anything. That's probably the best bet we're getting. Because the Mando's like, we got Cara Dune, and she's for the Republic,
There's
or
no
the
way
Resistance, but there's no way.
Yeah,
The
there's
Resistance
no
is going to come show up
No
for
way.
the Mando and a baby
Yeah.
that they don't even know about.
But they don't even really believe I mean,
Yeah, they don't believe it.
the Republic people in the Outer Rim believe that stuff's going on.
Yeah.
Like the guy who got her to sign up as a marshal,
Yeah.
but the rest of the military doesn't. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they will continue to not believe it, even with people like Leia, through the Bloodline story going into, honestly, the Resistance. I mean, the Resistance is 30 years after Return of the Jedi, and, I mean, even that army at the start of Force Awakens is so tiny. It's like barely anyone. At least from what we saw in Force Awakens, it's like barely anyone.
Well, I mean, it's almost like like post wars, you demilitarize. Like you don't like you don't keep your if your army is like 1 million strong at the end of some big war and the war's over, like you don't keep that army. Like that army dwindles down to nothing at that point. So
yeah, so it's like
comparatively,
I don't really know the number of people they got that could help them.
yeah.
Now, I haven't played Squadron, so I don't really know, any of that. I know that's post-Return of the Jedi stuff, so maybe I should play that to get a better feel of what's happening in the Republic. So I guess I'm going to have to play that.
And play with me for once.
Yeah, sorry.
I'll just leave.
Well,
Whatever. You actually played with us.
Yeah, I know, if you actually played a video game with us.
So, when it comes to Moff Gideon, I feel like to be a really decent bad guy, he has to have a victory soon. Not to say that Baby Yoda's heist, like stealing Baby Yoda, capture wasn't.
It was kind of a victory.
Yeah, like it was a victory, but like I hope that before Mando gets Baby Yoda back, that like he's somewhat successful in the laboratory experiment of whatever he's doing.
Mm-hmm.
So even if he does lose the Darksaber, he has something to like better him going into season 3.
The fucking Force.
You think it's gonna be
Make
the Force?
him have the Force.
I keep on thinking it's gonna be like this Resident Evil thing where they just inject themselves, and they're just gonna be big, like brute,
like the Joker in the Arkham games.
Yes.
like just like a messed up Moff Gideon with a giant like Hulk build.
Gideon. So Sloth.
Rocky Road.
Yeah.
I mean, like, what do you guys think when it comes to Moff Gideon? Like, you think,
Like,
We're still gonna see him. Like,
You know,
I don't see him leaving.
you know what's funny though? I actually feel like we could have one of those season finales where he wins. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
like Empire Strikes Back type?
Yeah, like what if it's Empire Strikes Back? Like Gideon completely F's them all up, whether they all die or they get completely obliterated or decimated, and they're all just floating in space, and he's just like, peace. And he went, like, not wins, but he wins that battle at least, and gets off with that's really bad. He wins and he gets away with Grogu.
Yeah.
And and now next season is like the real hunt for chasing down Moff Gideon. But I don't know if that really makes sense since the past 2 episodes this episode will be about finding Moff Gideon. I don't really know if we need a whole season dedicated just finding him again.
Yeah.
But still.
Especially because we're already trying to find Thrawn as just on the hunt for Empire people.
See, that's what I was thinking. Like, does he take orders from somebody, or is he acting on his own?
I mean, the only revealed characters are Thrawn and Sidious at this point.
Right, and that's the other thing I was going to bring up. Like, do you think this season will end when we see, I don't know, a Sith or something?
I can't imagine a Sith exists. I mean,
There isn't one at the... let's say write something in new. There's not one that takes place of Snoke other than...
Snoke.
But
Well,
I'm 99% sure, and I mean, like, a lot of people are... That's what they're making Snoke right now. Like, they're trying to figure out how to make him, so...
And we still don't know who's responsible for the creation of it.
Yeah.
We don't know how much Moff Gideon's a part of that. We don't know if Thrawn's a part of it at all.
Like, are you asking if he's still doing things in the interest of the Empire?
Yes, like, what is he doing? That's what I want to know.
I want to know, too.
And, like, is he taking orders from somebody?
Well, I would imagine he's probably taking orders from somebody, but he's definitely at least working in the interest of the Empire, because the Empire knows where he is.
Do we actually know at what point Snoke comes into the picture time-wise? Like, I remember like trying to learn about Snoke when Force Awakens and Last Jedi came out, and I feel like the information was so here and there.
So...
And they said he was like a politician, I thought. Like, he was some political guy who just got in with high powers, was really good with money or something. He hid off in the unknown regions. So I'm like, I don't know.
I think that might have been the fake story that they made up for him to cover up his like his real identity.
Okay.
But they do say in the movies that Kylo, when he was young, was being called out to by Snoke.
Yeah.
So Snoke has to be around by the time that Kylo is at least
12,
15, like in his teen years. Because at this point, so what? This show is like...
No, so he's not... So Snoke isn't around then.
Not yet.
Yeah.
Well, at least he's not meddling with Kylo yet.
Right.
Kylo is alive
Maybe,
right now.
yeah.
Kylo, that's crazy to think. Kylo is alive right now.
Yeah.
Because he was conceived on the Battle of Endor, so he's 5 years old. Which is crazy.
Let's get it on.
So in 5 years they could cast... No, in 10 years from now, if they keep the show, Finn Wolfhard can play him.
No, God.
He's aging hardcore, that kid.
Sorry.
He looks like Danny.
We're not crapping on you, I just know people cast you as him. How many seasons do you think we're actually going to be getting out of The Mandalorian? Because I feel like that decides how I'm going to feel about this finale. If Moff Gideon wins, I feel like that's implying that either one of two things. The show is only going to go for 3 seasons, and the 3rd season will be the comeback season of winning. Or if he wins this in season 2's finale, season 3 is the end of Moff Gideon's story, and then everything after season 3, we're done with Moff Gideon. Either Moff Gideon, they do a whole route of bad guy becomes good in the next follow-up 3 seasons, or he's just off from the show. He got killed off by the end of season 3.
Are you asking what I want or what I think is going to happen?
What do you think? Do you think we're only going to be getting 3 seasons, or do you think this is a potential, 6-season show?
Oh, gosh, I don't know.
I can't... I honestly... It's kind of hard to say, because depending on how this season ends is how I would decide that question.
Okay.
So, I would say, just because I think...
before we get into the finale, I'm just curious, because once the finale, we might be
I can see this going
completely different mindset.
I can see this going not 4 more, but in total 4 or 5 seasons.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't see 6.
But...
I just like to have some balance, yeah.
Yeah. But I will say, and some people don't agree, but shorter is better. Make a good, short, concise story. Don't drag it out beyond... don't drag it out till it's dead and dying and no one cares about it. You know what I mean? Make it a good, short story. And this is completely, different, but music... I hate long albums. I don't want to listen to an album that's 2 hours long. Make it 10 songs, so make it 30 to 40 minutes and make it good and leave it at that. Don't put filler. That's really what it is. And in anime terms, don't put in filler.
Unless it's Revenge of the Sith, then I'll listen to all 2 hours and 30 minutes of its soundtrack.
Well, it's a soundtrack. A soundtrack and an album.
Yeah.
But yeah.
What if we go to Mandalore?
Oh yeah, we were talking about that.
You brought that up. If the base is on Mandalore, that would be pretty cool.
That would be cool.
If it was hidden on Mandalore, not in the... Because we don't know, other than the main city and the desert around it, we don't know if there's anything else
even
out
there.
And I mean, it's not...
They could do some cool thing out in the desert.
Yeah, it's not unplausible that... Unplausible?
It's not...
Plausible?
Yeah.
It's not... No, because...
What are you trying to say?
I'm saying it's feasible that they can make... I'm just going to use every other word. Alright. It's feasible that the Empire could have made another, base city type thing on Mandalore. That's
the opposite
not,
side or something.
Yeah, that's not the capital city where everyone lives.
Yeah. If I remember, I've only seen Mandalore once. And it's a black dome. There's a lot of desert. Is there anything... I feel like there's something around the dome, though.
I mean,
there's little turrets. Sections. Oh, okay.
There's turrets and stuff off it for landing platforms.
But, yeah, there's not really
I mean, it's
buildings that we see.
Yeah, there's nothing to say that there can't be. The planet's already been glassed. I don't really think there's radiation. If there was, the show probably would have addressed it. Because in Rebels, they fight outside of that area
and helmets off,
with masks off. So I think it's safe to say whenever it was glassed
it's clean.
It was long ago, and the planet's been able to I don't know what it's called. Basically, rehabilitate itself so that people can survive on.
Yeah, it sustains human life or biological life, but nothing grows on it. Funny enough.
Yeah.
So.
You notice there's never a time in Star Wars where they have to wear a mask to breathe. Every planet just happens to have oxygen or some type of chemical for that planet that they can just survive on.
Also, every species somehow breathes the same thing.
Yeah. Sometimes there's exceptions. Plo Koon wears his mask.
That's what I was just about to say.
And if he doesn't, I think he has some issue.
Yeah, and
I didn't know he discovered Ahsoka.
Oh,
yeah.
I didn't know that. See that? You're already that far?
I probably read it.
Oh, I was gonna say that's not for a while.
Yeah.
Okay. Plo Koon is G.
But it also could be nerd time. It also could be the way we view life is that everything's carbon based and that you need life, you need water, oxygen. So it's feasible that all these
birth they inject something in your neck.
That or just it's impossible for anything to live without using oxygen. It's not you can be I breathe carbon dioxide. That's not how living things work for the most part.
I also always talk about
plants.
In Star Trek they talk about
living sentient things.
In Star Trek they talk about the ability of how aliens communicate with humans. And Star Wars never really addresses it.
No.
Really. In Star Trek they have a thing. Everybody wears a thing over their ear that's it's kind of Google Translate where you literally talk and it's a live action translation.
What?
Star Wars they never talk about it.
I think that's in Rick and Morty too.
Yeah.
Don't they have like a name for like the common tongue?
I think
like
that's what it is. I think everybody speaks a common tongue that's developed over years. It's
the whole universe.
It's called Galactic Basic. You know when they see those like glyphs, that's Galactic Basic. Like Django. I don't know if Django's chain code was Galactic Basic.
That
might
looks
be
Chinese or something.
Well,
I don't know what you call that.
Well,
writing. That writing has a name.
I'm saying I don't know if that's like a Mandalorian dialect specifically, but you would have seen it all the time. Galactic Basic, you see it on Coruscants, holograms, on all the advertisements, pretty much everything Star Wars.
And when they're like, when Obi-Wan's like typing on the computer, it's like, that's that.
I love Galactic Basic. I think my brother has a tattoo on his arm of Galactic.
Josh.
Yeah, I think so.
Love Josh.
I want to get a Galactic Basic tattoo.
Another Josh shout out because he had a glimpse in this episode.
He looks just like Bill Burr.
Yeah, he does.
Crazy.
Happy belated.
Like I kept on looking like, dude, it's my brother.
Yeah.
Does he know you do this?
Yeah, he knows. He watches them.
Oh,
He says
cool.
he says he doesn't really care about the anime, but he'll play the video and just let it play out to the end.
Thank you. Shout out Josh. Now you have to keep it in.
Yeah, it's funny because Bill Burr happens to also Josh happens to also have a completely shaved head with a beard.
Yeah.
And they're both redheads. And I mean, Bill Burr looks a little bit different, but they look pretty darn close.
Guys, thank you again for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. We love you guys and appreciate all your love and support. Thank you so much for tuning in. Remember, hit the subscribe button, notification bell, comment, like, and guess what, baby? Tune in. Check out our Mandalorian playlist. Check out all of our reactions to Star Wars and Marvel and other trailers that have dropped recently. And guess what? We'll see you the next time. We love you. Punch it. Bah!